What's up, guys? It's Andrew Santowski. I'm giving you another early prediction video. I'm giving you my early prediction for Alexander Volkanovski versus Brian Ortega. The title fight, the featherweight title fight that takes place Saturday, September 25th, 2021. UFC 266 taking place from Las Vegas, Nevada. T-Mobile Arena. So this fight's a long time in the making. Let's dive into Alexander Volkanovski. 32 years old, 71.5-inch reach, 5'6" for featherweight. He's got a long reach for featherweight. 19 fight win streak. Man, the guy's beat Max Holloway twice, beat Jose Aldo, beat Chad Mendez. He's beat a who's who at featherweight, man, and the guy is a great champion, man. You don't ever hear about no bad news on him. And to beat Max Holloway twice, whether the second time is contested or not, still, man, I consider Max Holloway probably the greatest featherweight of all time. A lot of people consider Jose Aldo it, but man, if you beat Max Holloway twice, man, I mean, that's saying a lot. Now, do I think he's gonna reign supreme? That's another question. So, the fight was supposed to take place back in March, but Volkanovski tested positive for COVID. So, man, he hasn't fought since July of 2020. Time this fight takes place, it'll be 14 months later. Ortega, he fought in October. He's fought once in the last 2 years. He beat nemesis in Chan Sung Young, and there was a lot of drama going into that fight with Ortega slapping Jung's translator or rap buddy or whoever he was, and I was on Ortega in this fight, man. I think I had him at plus 155, and Chan Sung Young didn't even look good coming to the cage, man, and Ortega put it on him, man. Ortega hurt him hard in the second round, I believe, and I think Jung stunned Ortega once or twice, but Ortega cruised to a decision in that fight relatively easy, in my opinion. Got obliterated by Max Holloway in December of 2018. Complete annihilation. And man, the guy was just on a crazy win streak prior to that. So, is this a Brian Ortega 2.0? 30 years old, 69-inch reach, 5'8". Let's see, man. I mean, right now, let's see where the betting odds open this fight. The betting odds open this 5 dimes, open this Volkanovski minus 195, telling you what they think. Ortega plus 160. Bet online opened it, Volkanovski minus 185. And Ortega plus 160. The betting odds are currently Volkanovski minus 155 and Ortega plus 135. And honestly, I think the value is clearly on Volkanovski right here. With these odds, I think the opening odds are far more accurate. I think Ortega's getting a lot of love based off that Chan Sung Young fight, but I think Volkanovski is the better fighter. I think Volkanovski can just out-volume Ortega and stay out of Ortega's danger. Ortega needs to latch up his neck or, hit him with some serious power, but I think Volkanovski is just too good for that, man. I think Volkanovski at these odds, not that I want to lay chalk, but I think Volkanovski is the side here as a straight-up pick. And I would honestly be surprised, or I would honestly be surprised if, I wouldn't be surprised if Volkanovski gets steamed back up to his opening odds. Closer to fight day, closer to fight time, man, I think a lot of love's going to come in on Volkanovski here. But Ortega is another fighter that gets a lot of love too, man. He was being severely disrespected in his last fight, and that's why I bet on him, man. Because I felt like Chan Sung Young kind of had all the pressure on his shoulders. Yeah, Ortega hadn't fought in 2 years, but a lot of people were just counting him out way before that fight ever happened. And he had to pull out of that fight in late 2019. Something happened. I don't know if it was a knee injury or something. So that fight was on hold for a long time. And if Volkanovski gets steamed back up to minus 200, yeah, I would probably take a shot on Ortega. There would be some value there, but at these odds, I just don't see no value on Ortega at these odds, man. I think the champ is being severely disrespected here. I mean, the guy was over a 2-1 favorite against Max Holloway in their second fight, and you saw how close that was, man. And he beat him, you know. He beat Holloway in that fight, you know, and yeah, I mean, he closes a minus 230 on 5 dimes at UFC 251 against Holloway, so that's just telling you, and he's a minus 155 against Ortega, you know. So yeah, right now I would say my straight up pick would be Alexander Volkanovski. I do not have a bet on this fight. Like I said, if it goes back up to the opening odds, or Volkanovski over 2-1, yeah, I would definitely like to take a shot on Ortega in this spot. But at these odds, man, they just don't warrant a shot on Ortega right now. But this is early, guys. But my early prediction for this fight is Alexander Volkanovski by decision.